Hi ladies, this is Christa and welcome to the Feminine Takeoff and welcome to the It Girl Bootcamp. And this week we are going to stay focused on how to stay fit while on a budget. And ladies, this is the Feminine Takeoff It Girl Bootcamp. So we do things a little bit differently here. I'm not going to yell at you, shame you, or degrade you into becoming the best version of yourself. I know how to do things outside of Feminine Takeoff, but here we are going to acknowledge that we have a problem and we are going to find ways to solve it, because it makes no sense to degrade you, to make you feel bad about yourself, to yell at you, to shame you, to say weird and bad words to you in the name of pushing you forward, because that's not pushing you forward. It's just pushing you into shame. And when you do anything out of shame or guilt, you're not going to do it in the long run or in the long term. And if you do, it's not coming from a good place. And ladies, here with the Feminine Takeoff, we do not do that, because I know that deep inside you want a beautiful life for yourself. Otherwise, you would not be watching this video, or you would not be watching similar videos. So I know that you don't need humiliation to grow, and you know that too. You need structure and intention to grow. So together, we are going to gently and intentionally get your life back on track without you feeling humiliated, embarrassed, and shamed for being human. So you've decided to be an It Girl. Let's get you there. On today's It Girl Bootcamp, we are going to focus on our bodies, because our bodies is what moves us. Because we need healthy bodies for our minds to operate at its best. And you know what? We are going to take the pressure of luxury, unrealistic spendings, especially in this economy, and we're also going to take away the aesthetic-only femininity away from the It Girl Bootcamp. We are going to focus on accessibility, discipline, wellness, and sustainability for long-term progress, so that you can actually maintain it. You can actually maintain it without even needing to watch this video. Ladies, I know that my goal is for you to watch my channel, grow my watch hours so I can get revenue, but I also want you to become the best version of yourself. So when you watch my videos and you become better and you no longer need to watch my videos, that's great. That's exactly what I would want. I don't want you to be anchored to me and for me to keep repeating things to you over and over again and you not growing, because guess what? If you're not growing, that means I'm not growing. And here at the Feminine Takeoff, we take off to grow. So anyway, ladies, let's continue with this bootcamp. As I was saying, you don't need a luxury gym membership. You don't need luxury fitness wear. In case you get into a financial hardship, the last thing I want you to be worried about is your outfit, because you probably will be worried about your bills, your mortgage, your rent, your car payments, your insurance, and family health and all other things. I don't want you to worry, oh my God, I don't have the cute pink aesthetic or the most expensive fitness gear. If you can afford it, get it. If you cannot afford it, it's okay. We're gonna worry about the fitness aspect of things, and to do that, we're not going to worry about the luxury aspect of things. We're going to start exactly where you are to get to where we need to go. So no matter where you are in this fitness journey, whether you're only just starting to begin, or you have to start all over, or you're going through some difficulties, a breakup, a divorce, or a loss of some sort, and you just feel like you are not showing up as the best version of yourself, especially physically as far as fitness goes, well, you are here now. Let's begin. So to begin, we are going to start on affordable Pilates equipment. And you know what? You don't need anything to do Pilates at home. You literally need a mat. If you don't have a mat, put a towel down. If you don't have a towel, use a floor. Just clean the floor, make sure your house is clean or vacuumed or whatever. But you don't need anything to begin if you don't have anything to begin. When it comes to working out, it's all about the routine and the techniques you're using. You don't need any equipment or tool to do that. Some of them you can just look up the videos that I've linked below in the description for the techniques. I use them. I love them. If you have a little bit of wiggle room and you can afford some equipment, I'm going to show you tools and equipment. For example, this Pilates circle, I absolutely love it. I got this off of Temu. I will be linking it below in the description. Also with the resistance band, this one I've also gotten it off of Temu. I will also be linking it, because the thing is, ladies, I love working out and feeling like a princess. So I like my equipment to be pink. I like my equipment to also feel feminine and girly. But if you're starting with nothing, then you are feminine and you are girly. So you are the equipment, your body is. So start using the techniques of the videos that I've linked below in the description and examples of the videos that I will also be showing you throughout this video. So now let's move on to something important that I want to talk about, and that is diet. So ladies, focus on diet when you are on your fitness journey, because your diet is the fuel that's going to get you and keep you going, especially when you're active and working out. Not focusing on fuel that you're putting in your body and nourishment is literally like operating a car without oils. So you're driving the car, you don't put gas in it, you don't put the oils in it, and what happens? It'll start to break down, and eventually if you don't have enough gas, the car will stop completely until you fuel it and put gas in it. And your body does the same thing. So I want you, when you're on your fitness journey, I know sometimes people will say stop eating, but if you stop eating, what's gonna happen is you are going to crave food. You're gonna be hungry. If you know what hunger is like, I'm so sorry that you know what hunger feels like. It's an awful feeling. I know what hunger feels like. And when you are hungry, you're constricting yourself, you're forcing yourself. But when you get access to food or any nourishment, you will start eating just anything, just because you've induced the feeling of hunger. That is unnecessary. I want you to focus on healthy eating, so that way you can fuel your body and not restrict or constrict yourself in unhealthy ways, because otherwise that beats the purpose of you being on your healthy fitness journey. So make sure you are focused on the proper diets that suits you. You know what you need, give yourself just that. Here are some of mine. I love salads. I have different variations of salad if you've seen some of my previous vlogs, but here are some that I want to show you that I make. They're very simple and easy and also affordable. So all you do is make your eggs however you like to make it, and then add in some spinach or salad or your choice of green things. You can even add avocado to it. In the evening or even throughout the day, I love soup, so I have this delicious soup recipe. We can talk about that later if you want me to cook a specific or certain dish for you. But all I want you to focus on right now is the proper nourishment of your body as you're moving it and exercising it. And another thing, ladies, is that I want you to go out there and get some sunlight. Only about 20 minutes would do, a little longer if you can, but we're gonna start where you are and give yourself at least like 20 minutes. And you know what? Studies from the University of Alberta shows that sunlight regulates your internal clock to boost your morning, boost your energy. It stimulates the production of vitamin D for you to get stronger muscles, and it's also great for your bone recovery. Another thing I want you to focus on when you are on your fitness journey, especially during this It Girl Bootcamp, is your mental health. Ladies, an important part of the It Girl Bootcamp is the mental aspect of things. And what I mean by that is be very mindful of the people you surround yourself with, especially when you're on your It Girl fitness journey. So anyone who is a naysayer, anyone who has already given up on themselves and they want you to give up on yourself too, so that you can be in that miserable company together, let them go. And I'm not telling you to cut people off completely, but all I'm telling you is reduce that interaction with them. So if you're talking to them and they start saying, you know what, I don't really know why you're so focused on working out and on your fitness journey, you're never gonna lose the weight, you're never gonna get toned up, just stop the conversation and just say, you know what, I love your hair today, or I love something that you're wearing today. I hope you have a good day. I'm gonna go work out. So show them that you are willing to cut short the conversation just to walk away from them, so that you can go and bet on yourself. And when you do that consistently, they will learn to either give up their negativity, or you will just evolve away from them eventually. And the thing is, ladies, you probably heard this before. If you put a rotten tomato next to a healthy one, or next to a somewhat healthy one, the rotten one will eventually make the healthier tomato get rotten as well. And that's the same thing with you. If you put yourself in an environment where people are not careful or caring about themselves, about their health, about their body or fitness journey, you are going to be like them. You're going to start eating the way they're eating. You're going to start lounging the way they're lounging. You're going to start behaving and becoming who they are. And if they're completely unhealthy, guess what? you are going to go downhill with them as well. So I want you to truly focus on the mental aspect of this It Girl Bootcamp and be really mindful of who you expose your energy to, especially while you're trying to hit your fitness goals. And you know what? It's also okay to get criticism, because sometimes they're probably criticizing you because they care, they want you to learn something. Always ask, so how do I solve it? How do I get better? If they don't have any tangible and clear plan for you, they are not criticizing you constructively. They're just putting negativity around you, and you can decline that. But if you ask, how can I solve it? And they say, well, why don't you work out like this instead of like that? Because I heard or study shows da. Exactly the way I'm telling you, studies from this institution says this. When someone is telling you something that is discouraging or negative, they need to have cited sources as to why it's not good for you. Otherwise, whatever they're saying should be dismissed, and you need to keep continuing to focus on yourself. And speaking of focusing on yourself, I want you to focus on sleep, resting, and lounging when you're on your fitness journey. Here in the It Girl Bootcamp, we're not just gonna go work out and then eat healthy and that's it. It's truly an entire thing of package. And what I mean by that is, when you work out, you are exerting energy, you are creating that energy, and it's gonna need you to rest. You've already fueled your body, but you need to rest for it to rejuvenate. And also, studies from Everyday Health also shows that when you sleep, you give your body a chance to rejuvenate. When you sleep and give yourself high quality rest, you are accelerating your muscles recovery. And all that means is that the more you work out consistently and in a healthy way, the more you're able to sleep better. And the more you sleep better, the more you're gonna recover from your workouts. So it literally goes hand in hand, you see. So ladies, don't feel bad about resting. I know a lot of times when you're doing something, you have momentum, then you're gonna be like, oh no, I feel bad because I'm resting or I'm taking a rest day. Don't feel bad. Take that rest day, sleep it off, rest off, because as you're resting, think of it as you are also working out in a different way. Now you're allowing your cells to work out for you, to rejuvenate you, to accelerate your muscle growth, and just help you inwardly, you see. So ladies, sleep so you can keep your mind clear, your muscles recovered, and you overall rejuvenated. And ladies, just to wrap this up, I want you to remember that it's okay for you to take time to better yourself, no matter your financial situation. And I'm emphasizing on that because sometimes when we're trying to better ourselves, imagine you're trying to sleep better, you're working out, you're eating healthy, and you're going through financial difficulty or a little bit of a limit in your financial life right now. And then your friend's like, oh my God, I saw this cute dress. I want us to go to the mall and go shopping today. You might say, oh no, I don't have the right amount of money for this, and the money that I have, I kind of want to spend it on like healthy food or protein shakes or healthy things for me. What am I going to do? Am I going to lose this friend? And it's okay sometimes if you have a really good friend to say, hey, I'm on a journey right now, money's a little tight, I just want to spend my money and my resources to better myself. So can I sit this one out, or can we do something else that doesn't involve us spending money in that way? And a friend who cares about you will find an alternative. A friend who doesn't care about you is not your friend, they are an acquaintance. And I always have this small secret rule, but I'll tell you, I don't spend anything more than $100 a month, or sometimes even every couple months, on acquaintances, because my acquaintances are not my friends. So if we're hanging out, maybe because we're at work or we're grabbing lunch quickly on our way to work or whatever, I only have sit downs and get-togethers with my friends, and my friends know me, and they also understand the social, the political, and the economical problems that are happening in the world. My friends are not oblivious. So I don't have friends. I have friends who make a lot of money, and I have friends who are also in the transitional parts of their life. And within that, they're all well versed in current events. I mean, I'm not saying I force my friends or I only want friends who only watch the news and da. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I have friends that sometimes they'll call me and say, hey Christa, I watched the news. This happened in Las Vegas. I live in Las Vegas. Is this okay? Are you okay? Do you need anything? and that's it. So your friends need to understand what's going on. If you're going through, let's say, immigration hurdles right now, your friends should not call you and joke about someone being deported. That's not your friend. You should cut them off. And so, ladies, wherever you're going through in life, it's just so important that your friends are aware, not only for you, but for themselves. If your friends don't know what's going on in the world and they're not sensitive to the world, then that means that they are not empathetic. That means that they don't have enough empathy to care for you and to truly be your friend. I'll be very wary of that. So back to what I was saying, ladies, it's okay to take time for yourself, and it's okay to let your friends and your loved ones know, hey, I'm gonna have to sit this one out because I am bettering myself. And your true friends, if they cannot physically, tangibly support you, they're going to morally support you. They're gonna say, go work out. Sometimes they'll call you and say, have you worked out today? Or, oh my god, I saw this deal on sale, it's this much, can you buy it, or can I buy it for you for your birthday, or whatever. Your friend group should be a community. It should not be a place where you're competing against each other, where you're looking down upon each other. And sometimes if you're going through certain difficulties or limitations in life, sometimes your friends might not be as close to you as they can be because they're also on a different path. I'll give you an example. So if you cannot go shopping, or go to the Pilates, or go do the matchas and everything trendy that everyone is doing, and your friends want to do that thing, they'll either understand that they can't hang out with you doing that thing, but they can hang out with you in other ways, and they'll check in with you. They'll love you from where they're able to love you from, and then when you're able to catch up, you will catch up and keep up with them. But understand that it's okay to pause a little bit to better yourself. Your true friends will understand and respect it, and they will be there when you are ready. All right, ladies, here with the Feminine Takeoff, I believe in you. I'm rooting for you, and I hope that you take these tips and you better yourself and you better your fitness journey in the best way that you can. As always, I believe in you, and I encourage you to believe in yourself, because you are the one doing the hard work. You're also the one running on the treadmill, doing the Pilates, doing the at-home Pilates, bettering yourself. And I hope that you see how far you've come, and I hope that you know how far you are headed. Stay on that path and you're gonna get there. As always, here with the Feminine Takeoff, we take off to better ourselves. Mwah.